Chapter 2 Season 3, a season that a lot of people may not look back on, but for me this was one of my favourite seasons from Chapter 2, so let's go over what made it so good. The season launched on June 17th, 2020 and ended on August 26th, lasting 70 days in total, making it the shortest season of Chapter 2. I remember this vividly. We'd just finished experiencing one of the best ever seasons, although we may not have realised it at the time, and we were introduced to a completely unique season with the aquatic theme, which was super exciting. To start with the Battle Pass, the standout skins were Kit, Jules, and the secret skin being Aquaman. It was a decent Battle Pass, but not the best. The map saw huge changes with the flood. The entire map became flooded after the device event, and this affected everything. We had underground POIs, water everywhere, and this is the reason why a lot of people didn't like it. The flood was pretty crazy, but I think it was great. It was a super unique experience, and we did have mobility to adapt to this huge flood. We had helicopters and of course sharks. These were a huge part of the season. You could eliminate these for loot, or you could grab a fishing rod and ride the shark for a decent form of mobility. Catty Corner was one of my favourite POIs this season, featuring the Meowscles boss and the Piao Rifle Mythic. For those who don't remember, the map slowly turned back to normal throughout the season, so it wasn't just a huge flood the entire time. The agency became the Authority, which was definitely a downgrade, but it was slightly overhated in my opinion. It wasn't too bad, still a good POI overall. In terms of the loot pool, it wasn't the best, but it did have some very good weapons such as Ocean's Burst Assault Rifle, which literally felt like aimbot. This could be obtained from the Ocean boss, which also dropped the Mythic Chug Jug with infinite uses, as well as other mythics from the other bosses. This included Jules, which had the Drum Gun and Grappler, which were very good weapons, as well as Kit with the Mythic Charge Shotgun and the Shockwave Launcher. Not quite as good as the bosses and mythics from the previous season, but still great in my opinion. Of course we have to mention the Charge Shotgun. This was a new weapon this season, and a lot of people didn't like it, including myself. I've got to admit, it wasn't the best, but it was unique, and if you could get used to it, it could be effective, but you've got to say the pump and tack are definitely better than this. Again, this season was also around the time when everyone was in quarantine, so the season feels extra nostalgic because of that. It was during summer, and when I look back at summer 2020, this season is one of the things that comes to mind. Looking back at videos made around this season, people have mixed opinions, but a lot of people loved it. As this comment says, it was surrounded by two great seasons, which makes it a nostalgic era to look back on. Another cool thing from this season was the Build Umbrella, which was super cool, a part of the Battle Pass where you could customize the Victory Umbrella, having your own unique twist to it, so everyone pretty much had a different Victory Umbrella this season, and I can bet most people wish they could change it, as once you customized it, you couldn't change it back, so you were stuck with whatever you changed it to. The feeling of logging onto Fortnite during a warm summer evening in 2020, still in lockdown, everyone's online, it was a great vibe. But overall, this was probably my third favourite season of Chapter 2, I did really enjoy this one. And in the next episode we'll cover Chapter 2 Season 4, so subscribe so you don't miss that. And for now, there's a load more videos on screen here. Make sure to click on other ones, keep on watching, and I'll see you over there.